the top 9 worst university degrees to have in 2025. Be warned, guys. If you're about to study a course in 2025 and you're just about to make that decision, this video is going to help you know some of the degrees you need to run away from in 2025, and I'll tell you why these degrees are not advisable in the world of today. And if you're already studying that course for any reason, I'm going to tell you what you need to do. So make sure you watch this video to the very end and also share with someone who needs to say, come on, let's be generous. You know I don't like to waste time, so we just go straight into it. But before then, if you like the color of my top, just let me know in the comments. I hope you like it. Because I love it. Like, I really love this color. I've not worn any color like this before. And I just, bought it online. And I love it. It's so cool, so nice. If you love it, let me know in the comments. If you don't love it, just say you love it. Anyway, so number 1 on the list is library and information science. And it's a no-brainer. The world is gradually moving away from physical library to digital libraries and online information systems, whereby you just get all your information online. And I can imagine a world where, there would be a lot of need for these professionals who are, librarians in the nearest future. Simply, for instance, now, how many books do you buy physically any longer? A lot of people just read online, ebooks, audio books, and all of that. So it just tells you that we are moving away from physical libraries, or library, to digital space, digital library, and all of that. Except you now start to learn around or have knowledge around digital library, if digital information systems, and all of that. Otherwise, there's really not much job prospect for people that are studying this degree. Hence, it's on number 1 on my list. Number 2, home economics. So something about this degree is that it's generally seen as old-fashioned. I'm sorry if you're studying this degree. I remember I told you I'm going to tell you what to do if you're studying any of these degrees. I'm going to be mentioning as the worst courses to study in 2025. So make sure you watch towards the end. I'm going to tell you that. So home economics is generally seen as old-fashioned, and it doesn't lead to many high-paying, exciting jobs in today's world. Basically, it's just difficult to get jobs with that degree, except you want to go into like more modern fields, like maybe interior decor, nutrition, like when you're working closely with dietitians or something like that. Otherwise, it would just be like difficult for you to get job relating to your degree that is also well-paying, and that's why this is on the list. 3, zoology. So what's wrong with zoology? Anyway, zoology is all right and cool, but if you're not the type that really loves academia and really loves to have more degrees and further your education, you might struggle, because roles in this degree revolve around research and other conservation roles. So that means you have to get further degrees like your PhD, your master's PhD, and just be in that line of research or maybe lecturing or similar stuff. So if that's not your thing, then you probably would have limited opportunities studying this degree, except you now go outside to learn some other, get some other certification and do other fields. But for this field, it kind of has limited job opportunities for my research anyways. Number 4, philosophy. And I know that many of you may come for me in the comments for this one, but it is what it is. Anyways, philosophy is all right. It's great. It teaches critical thinking, and that's why I love it. It helps you to know how to think deeply, to analyze, philosophize, and all of those things. But the thing about philosophy is that it hardly leads directly to jobs in many industries. Like, when you're studying a course and you have the thought that, okay, these are the things I can do with this job, like these are the industries I can work, or the sectors I can work with this degree. Like, for instance, say accounting, like you'll be able to work in the financial sector, at least. But with philosophy, it's always very tricky, even though you have skills of like being able to think very well, but people struggle to get jobs directly linking to this degree. That's the thing with this degree. But like I said, if you're studying this degree, it's not all bad. There are things that you could do with it. Watch till the end. 5, hospitality management and tourism. Again, I know that people are going to come for me. See, on my TikTok account, like when I talk about these things because my TikTok is on fire, guys. If you've not followed me on TikTok, I think that's where all the spice is even. So make sure you follow me. It's still at Bookie Talk, same name as this channel. So follow me there. It's hot, really. So when I talk about these things, you know, like where there was a video where I talked about some of the worst courses to study in 2024 even, and hospitality and management and tourism was part of it. And people came after me saying that it's a good course, it's a good course. And I was trying to tell them, like, it's nice and cool, but the thing about hospitality, what am I even the name is hospitality management and tourism, guys, is like, why will you spend like 4 years of your life in the university or the polytechnic, wherever, studying this course? Like, it's something they can pick up certification and within a few months you are done. Like, I just feel that it's almost a waste of time. Like, even if you get jobs, some people will get job in this industry without studying this, a lot without studying this course, based on their interest and just skills. So I really don't think it's worth your time. Imagine now, there being strike and issues like the pandemic, you now end up spending like 6 years to study hospitality management and tourism in the university. Like, ugh. Anyways, maybe that's just me overthinking it, but I just feel like these are examples of degrees that you could typically just, instead of staying 4 or 5 years in the university studying it, just take certifications and you'll be fine. Number 6, religious studies. This is a no-brainer. Like, do you want to become a religious leader, or you want to start your own religious organization? Otherwise, you teach, right? So I feel like actually the reason people go for this degree is not out of interest, except you want to become a theologist, or, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. But I believe that a lot of people, because it's in the humanities, right? And I was in the humanities. So when people do not get admission to study the course of their choice, like maybe law, political science, English, you name it. So they go for these other courses like religious studies, because why on earth would you? Anyways, there are limited job opportunities for this degree, like I said, and that's why it won't be a good option for you in 2025. Come on. 7, music. Yes, lovely, fantastic, nice, well-paying field if you hit it really good. But for most people, you really do not have to get a degree in music before you do anything in the musical field. Be it a musician, a instrumentalist, whatever. You don't need a degree, in my opinion. Otherwise, you just end up teaching again. You teach other people how to make music, and then, you know, it's just a circle. So that's it. So before I continue, what degrees do you think should be on this list that deserves to have a spot on this list, that in your opinion are not really good for anyone to study in 2025 and going forward? Just let me know in the comments. 8, physical education. I actually doubt if a lot of people still study this degree in 2025. I don't think so. But in case you are considering studying this degree in school, you need to think twice, because there are broadly 2 categories of job opportunities in this field. It's either you become a physical education teacher, or you become a personal trainer or gym instructor or something like that. So if you don't see yourself becoming any of these 2 things, just there's no point studying this degree, right? And number 9 is archaeology. It sounds so high, it's very high sounding, but similar to many of the degrees I already mentioned in this video, it also wouldn't offer you a lot of job opportunities, and it's very limited to the academia, research, and all of that. And if that's not your thing, there's no point for you to study this course. Now, let's go to some of the things that you can do if you're already in this field, or if you really love to be in any of this field I've mentioned, even though it presents limited job opportunities. If for any reason you are already studying any of these courses, what do? You're not going to withdraw your admission at this point. Maybe you're already in 100 level, 200 level, or 300 level, whatever level you are. There are things you can do, and there are mainly 2 things. First, you learn digital skills and also learn soft skills. So for soft skills, you need to learn communication skill, effective communication skill. You need to learn leadership skill. You need to learn time management. You need to learn teamwork. You need to learn emotional intelligence, how to work with people peacefully, and all of those skills. You need to work on yourself to be able to have those skills. And there are courses and certifications that you can take. I mean, online courses, short courses, to be fine with those skills. And for digital skills, so let's start with the little ones, like basic level. So you need to learn how to use your digital communication tools like Gmail, like your Outlook, Also tools like Excel, Microsoft Word. You need to learn how to use like Zoom, Google Doc, Google Meeting, just those little skills, Slack. So these tools are the tools of today's workplace. So you need to learn how to use those. If you have some of those skills like Excel, for instance, it's going to open doors for you in terms of applying for jobs, no matter what you study. Because at some point, your degree actually wouldn't matter anymore. A lot of employers these days, they don't even ask of what you work or degree you study. They just want to know, what can you do, what can you bring to the table. And when it gets to a little more advanced level, you can learn skills in artificial intelligence, in data analysis, business analysis, data science, and just a whole lot of skills. It could even be content writing, just a whole lot of skills depending on your interest. And these are things you can Google. And if you'd like to delve more into some of the high-paying tech skills you should be learning for jobs in today's world, I have a whole video I dedicated to that, where I talk about all of the high-income tech skills you should be learning now. And the video is somewhere on my left or right, it's somewhere up there. Make sure you click, watch, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.